We are at India AI Impact Summit in Bharat Mandapam, New Delhi. I have with me Ivana Bartoletti, Vice President and Global Chief Privacy and AI Governance, Wipro. Ivana, welcome to New Delhi and India.
Thank you so much. Very nice to be here.
Right. Now, Ivana, first, your experience of the India AI Summit, what did you like? What caught your attention?
It was a really good experience. I have been to previous summits. But this time, what was really noticeable was the openness and the fact that having students in the room was really, really nice. And I've had young students and their parents, wanting me to talk to their students, their children, and all these conversations. I think the openness was really something that I value.
Right. Ivana, now we understand that India has established itself as a major IT power in the world. You're from Wipro, which is an important Indian multinational. But what is your assessment of the manner in which India is making its presence felt in the global AI ecosystem?
Yeah. I think India has a unique alignment at the moment, which is the alignment between the capacity of running huge projects at scale, which are really big value, like digital public infrastructure, like UPI. So this capacity of running something as big for 1.4 billion people and do it timely is really something impressive. So the alignment between this and the appetite for innovation that people have in this country, especially the young generation, and in fact you have a lot of startups and young people, entrepreneurs, is really very important. So I think this alignment, coupled with the pragmatism of the government to open to international companies working here, whilst at the same time pushing for local applications that work for local people with the message of developing here but serving the world. I think all of this is a great combination for success.
Right. Ivana, I learned about you having co-founded a group called Women Leading in AI Network. Just to inform you, it is a lobby for women from different backgrounds in the domain of technology. I'm curious to ask, what kind of intersection do we see as far as gender and technology are concerned?
Yeah, this is a really good question. So what we are seeing is Women Leading in AI was founded because we realized that artificial intelligence could obviously benefit women a lot, but only if women were in the driving seat. And by this, I do not only mean women who code technology, but I also mean women at the heart of where the decisions around artificial intelligence and the future of humanity are made. And this is because what we started to see is that artificial intelligence uses data, and data is not neutral. It's a mirror of society as it is. Right. It represents the stratification of inequalities and gender stereotypes. So once this data is taken and ingested into algorithms making decisions, that replicates the bias in society. So what we wanted to do with Women Leading in AI was, yes, AI can be fantastic for women, but we have to really be in the driving seat.
You deal with, in your work, I understand, with themes of trust, accountability, responsibility as far as intelligent AI systems are concerned. Makes me curious to ask, do these intelligence systems also require a sort of upbringing as humans do?
Well, artificial and human intelligence are very, very different. Artificial intelligence is a statistical process, whilst human intelligence is consequential. So the beauty of these two working together offers a lot of possibilities that we have to nurture. But the important thing is, as you say, you mentioned the word trust. And the problem is you want people to trust these tools and use them. So, of course, a lot of companies now are saying, hey, we want to innovate. But in order to innovate, we have to make sure that trust, the resilience, security, legal protections are all embedded into the design so that we can have tools that are there in the long term and bring economic value. So trust is, of course, is a nice thing to have, but trust is also about performance. Sure. It's also about long-term value. So these things are very important, and especially now that we have things like agentic AI, where you have to have human intervention, you have to have solid security. So it's really, I think, companies that have governance of AI as a strategic capabilities, they're the ones who are going to have a real cutting edge in the world.
Right. In the same context, Prime Minister Narendra Modi of India speaks about how artificial intelligence, AI, represents an inflection point for human civilization. And there's a transformative potential, but there are also ways in which it has the capacity to threaten the foundations of society, human societies. I mean, how do you see his perspective and approach to AI in that matter?
I think his speech yesterday was really, really important. And I say this because not only because this is the first summit to be held in the Global South. And look, this is not a secondary matter. This is absolutely important. And as a country in the Global South, India knows that it could go either way. India knows very well that, yes, AI has the tremendous potential to improve everybody's life and to make us feel better, to make us have a more fulfilling life whilst we have autonomous systems doing the most menial tasks for us. But every time that there are big transformations like this, they go to the core of the world, the core to what binds us together. And this has to be driven in the right way. Right. So it's really about leadership. It's really about driving this so the society benefits. And this is the challenge that we have ahead of us. I think Modi has defined that path really well. Now it's about how the world takes it up. Right. And now we're able to really fulfill the promises that we made in the summit.
Right. Ivana, finally, the hundreds of young innovators, the students here who've gathered, as they try to articulate the future, which is going to be driven by AI in many ways, what is your message for them, especially young girls and women among them?
100%. I would say build AI solutions for good. Build AI solutions that can improve the way that we are, the way that we live, the way we can enjoy each other. Because I think we've come from an economy of attention. We've all been glued to social media. And now is the time to use AI, to use artificial intelligence to discover our humanity. So my message to young entrepreneurs is really use the artificial to really bring up the best of humanity.
Wonderful. On that note, Ivana Bartoletti, thank you for speaking with me.
Thanks to you.